It is what it is. You just grab a new shirt. Yeah, this is a new shirt, so it's got a tag on it. So just, I'll get it off later. I didn't realize I had that on me, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll just wear red this one time, even though I don't like red. Anyway, let's get going here. Welcome to the King Tornado Man show. And what you hear there is weather alert buzzards. Like usual, I'm gonna have to turn that off here in just a minute. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn those warning buzzards off here in just a minute, so I can hear myself think and do the weather. We'll see if I can. There goes the tornado warning thing. So let's. I'm sharing the. You can't hear them because the screen's not being shared. Weather update. Let's turn this down. We got 3 people watching, and we haven't even started the weather update yet. So yes, I got a tag on my shirt. This is a new shirt, but I can't get it off right now while I'm on stream. It's a new shirt. So let's do weather wise. Hopefully you guys can see the radar. Dang, we got multiple warnings coming in at once. That's the tornado warning. It's for the thunderstorm warning tones you hear. So, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna turn this off for just a little bit. I want to turn those off for just a little bit. Turn that off for just a second. Long enough for me to do the thing. I turned it off for just a minute. But so what you guys are hearing, we'll get to that here in just a second. Let's look at the let's look at the weather cams first, the HAS cams. Go to radar. We'll look and see if there's anything in Kentucky first. There is nothing in Kentucky. But there is some severe thunderstorm warnings and watches up to the north. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. It's up in Indiana and other states. So let's look at the Litchfield, Kentucky has cam where I'm at here in Litchfield. Has cam. Hang on a minute. And it is facing towards Highway 62. Looks like the sun's going to start setting soon. You can see the shadow of the sun. Let me full screen there. See the sun starting to come down. And it is 5:52 p.m. Yeah, it's Litchfield. There's the American flag water tower. I always like passing by that when I go through town to head to Walmart. I always pass that water tower. It's behind the middle school and the electric company. It's also the same water tower where they do fireworks at in Litchfield. Next camera we're going to go to is Gage over in Western Kentucky, one county away from Paducah. Go back to the has cam. Full speed, but it's close. I guess that's what happens when you miss it. I guess that's what happens when you miss a day of doing the weather and it just slowly refreshes itself. Let's full screen this for Gate. And for the ones that's watching right now, let me know where you're watching from. Ugh. I'm about to give me a drink here in just a second. But it's an allergy issue, so I got to deal with it. I got the TV on. I got it on one of the TV stations out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. The TV stations that I get here on my Roku TV, I get Louisville, Nashville, and Bowling Green, and Evansville, and I think I get Lexington. I get Channel 5 and 4 out of Nashville, Channel 3, which is Wave 3 out of Louisville, Channel 11, WHAS out of Louisville, Channel 13, WBKO out of Bowling Green, Channel 14, WFIE out of Evansville. What else do I get? Channel 18 just got added out of Lexington, WLEX, WKYT out of Lexington, whatever channel number that is. What else do I get? Channel 40, WNKY out of Bowling Green, WLKY 32 out of Louisville. Uh, what else do I get? WTVQ 36 out of Lexington. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's it, unless I'm missing one. Yeah, I am missing one. WDRB Fox 41 out of Louisville. I have that, and they just added a station just a few days ago to the Roku TV thing that I have, and it's Channel 2 WKRN out of Nashville. But back to back to my weather. Instead of talking other weather stations, let's talk about my weather. So this is Gage, Kentucky. As you can see, it's kind of flat over in western Kentucky. So get rid of that. Let's look at Metro Louisville up there in Jefferson County, Kentucky. In downtown Louisville. When I get done looking at the cameras, I'm going to grab me something to drink real quick. Okay. So here's the Louisville weather camera. Clear skies there in downtown Louisville. Back over there in that corner, way off in the distance, is the Louisville, Kentucky International Airport. We're gonna let's look at Moorhead, Kentucky. They've turned the camera back away from the water tower. But we're gonna full screen it so you can see it better. Ugh. Let's pull up the Moorhead, Kentucky camera. Full screen. What? Um, hello? Let me do that again. Did they just turn the camera just now? Nope, they didn't. Yeah, they did. Unless that's yesterday's picture. Nope, it's today's. There's that big, humongous cylinder water tower. Wonder who owns this camera. I think it's um doesn't say. Or is it? Oh, it's Moorhead Radio Society. So it must be a radio station. That makes a lot of sense. Oh man, I think I just accidentally turned the camera off. Crap. Hold on, let me get the screen share back up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Let me fix that. That was my fault. It didn't cut off. That was my fault. The time it was my fault. Let's look at the Pike County. Pike. Well, it is Pike County, but Pikeville is the county seat. Okay, WBKO at 6 just came on my TV. I have an antenna also, but I only use it when the internet's out or to watch like Wheel of Fortune and stuff, which I'm actually probably going to switch to the antenna to watch Wheel of Fortune. I just had it over here. I bet it's in my blanket. Controller or remote, so give me just a second. Turn off my camera for just a second while I do this. Give me just a second, y'all. Oh, there it is over here. Underneath my dadgum blankets. That is one thing you don't do is leave remotes in your blankets. Or I doze off and I leave my TV on. Sometimes my remotes get caught in my blankets when I'm sleeping. That is one thing you don't do. But let's look at the mountains of Pikeville, Kentucky. All right. And we'll look at these so called warnings. I'll turn on the warning sounds for just a second. Turn it off for just a second. Turn it off for just a second so we can hear the. And it's doing it again. There we go. So there's the radar. We're going to go to composite because that's what shows storms and rain. We're going to see if there's anything around the areas. But first, let me get a drink real quick. My throat has been dry pretty much all day. But we're going to go to composite and we're going to look at the areas. Mesoscale discussion over here in parts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this pink is a severe thunderstorm watch. I think it's a severe thunderstorm watch. I hope I said that right. Yeah, it is. Along with a mesoscale discussion into Ohio. And that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Right there, the polygons you see. That's a baseline severe thunderstorm warning. And the severe thunderstorm warnings goes all the way up into what looks to be Michigan and northern Indiana and northwestern Ohio. And then over here's a tornado watch, the yellow. And it's a regular. No, it ain't. Hold on. Yep, tornado watch. And it's a regular tornado watch, actually. And it says several tornadoes are likely. So it's a mid level tornado watch, a middle level tornado watch for those areas. And I wonder what all is in it. I just saw where Quarter Pounder said he's watching from Chicago. That tornado watch is one county away from you, dude. And we got a tornado warning, which is what is this one? Oh, hold on. We go to the warning alerts. I think that's it. It is a radar indicated tornado. Nope, that's a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. This is a stop, 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 stop. This is a tornado warning that's radar indicated. That's why it's light red. Light red means radar indicated. And what was that? I'm gonna pause that for just a second. That looked like a TSC. Yeah, that could go observed. So it could go dark red. And the observed one, the dark red that says observed tornadoes, those are actually for like tornadoes that are confirmed. PDS is for like strong tornadoes. That's when the polygon will be purple. This is the only radar that I have that's different. Even though the actual color coded warnings for tornadoes is usually red radar indicated, purple which is confirmed and PDS, and pink is a tornado emergency. But on this radar, it's a little different. Let's see what color. Let's see what kind this tornado warning is. Hold on. That's a little bit of a darker. No, it ain't. It's like red. Never mind. We're just looking at polygons. I'll see if I can show you what an observed tornado warning looks like. If it's on here. Yep, we got one right there. I'll show you the difference in the polygon. See how that's a little darker red? Hold on. Hold on. Stop. This is an observed tornado warning. Wait a minute, huh? I know I clicked observed. Yep, that's a little darker red. That's how you know there's a tornado on the ground. And then this, is this observed as well? Nope, radar indicated. But the tornado may not be on the ground anymore because it's going to go light red for radar indicated. And it looks like we got a storm chaser. 2 storm chasers. Let's look at this person's name is Jennifer. Media could not be conveyed because the server network failed or because the format is not supported. That's fine. Let's look at this person. Who's this guy? This is Brandon Kopic or Kopic. Look at that rain. Delaware County, Iowa. It says dude, you need to get off the road. I know he can't hear me, but he really needs to get off the road. But this is a tornado watch for those areas with a mesoscale discussion. This right here is another tornado watch. And I wonder what kind of tornado watch this is. If this is a regular tornado watch, like if it is, I wonder if it's lower, middle, or high. A few tornadoes, so it's kind of low. As long as it's yellow, it's a regular tornado watch. And this over here is a red flag warning and a fire weather warning. I'm sorry, fire weather watch. But yeah, you guys got to see the colors of the tornado warning areas. Of tornado warnings for thunderstorm warnings. See, light red for radar indicated tornado warnings, dark red for a little bit of a darker red for observed, purple for PDS, purple pink for emergency. And here's the severe thunderstorm warnings. For the regular severe thunderstorm warnings, yellow, considerable yellowish orange, and destructive is sort of like a reddish pink. Now, I don't know what extremely dangerous situation means, but that's a new one to me. And then flash flood warnings are light green. Observed flash flood is red or dark red. And then PDS, flash flood warning, and a flash flood emergency. Is there anybody watching this live stream from other states? I know I cover Kentucky, but I just want to know if there's anybody on here watching from other states. I know I got one watching from Chicago, Illinois, but I want to know if there's anybody else watching from the states that's got tornado warnings and tornado watches. Let me check the comments. Do we have any of that? No. Not that I can think of. But we're done with that. Let's take the bulletins off. Let's go to no models. No. I gotta turn that off. Let me turn that off for just a second. I'm turning those off for just a second. while I talk. Models. No, I need outlooks. Yeah. So it'll show the risk of what areas is getting severe weather. We're going to do categorical severe weather risk. And I know I cover Kentucky, but if you guys are watching from other states and you guys are in this, then this is for you guys. Marginal risk is a dark green. Slight risk, which is the yellow. Orange is a level 3 enhanced risk, which is down here and up here. That's day 1. Day 2, no enhanced, just slight and marginal. Marginal. Day 3. Okay. Okay, guys. So we do have a small severe weather risk in Kentucky for what day is that? Thursday. A level 1 marginal risk. Now, with a marginal risk, that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say damaging winds and hail. But the storms are usually not significant. They're usually isolated in a marginal risk, which means if there's a severe storm, it's hit or miss. So I didn't know that that was. But we're going to look at the threats for that. Hail. The hail threat. This the highest is where the red is and hatched area. And the yellow. Yep. Let's look at day 2. Okay. And let's look at wind. Let's look at wind. The highest wind area is where the red is the red and yellow again. Day 1. Here's day 2. Okay. Yellow. And let's look at the tornado threat. So the tornado threat. Oh wow. Oh wow. The green is a 2%. The brown is 5%. And the yellow, I think, is a 15%. Oh wow. For those areas. And then we got 2% and a 5% down there, and there's a flash flood warning tone. But we can't see what the threats are for our area just yet. We probably won't be able to see that until tomorrow. But I want to look at the probabilistic. Okay. Okay, there's the probabilistic. Um, Day 3. There's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So the probabilistic of severe weather is 5 to 10% for Thursday. Friday, a little bit of stronger where the yellow and orange is, and then day 5, which is Saturday. If there is a severe weather chance, it would be in our northern counties, the northern parts of Kentucky. Yeah, northern parts of Kentucky. Oh, it says 15% of any severe weather risk. My bad. For day 5, and then a day 4, 30. Okay, it's 15 and 30% for that, and then for day 3, 5%. It is a 5%. So there is a low, probably a low severe weather threat for Thursday. But for the folks that is watching in the severe weather threat areas that's going on right now in parts of northern Illinois, because I know on YouTube I can pretty much go across all 50 states. I know I'm based out of Kentucky and I just do Kentucky weather. But if there's anybody watching from other states that's in this area, take heed to what the warning and watches are saying. I know I don't cover you guys, but I just want to put that out there for anybody that's watching in other states. And with that, we're going to go look at the National Weather Service in Louisville. It says severe thunderstorm watch. Where's that at? Huh. Okay. I don't know what that means, but switch that. See, is this an error? We don't get that office on here. But here's the weather. Here's what the weather service is saying for the slides. It says unseasonably warm weather continues. A couple chances for showers and storms this week. I just pulled it up, you guys. There's a 5% chance of a severe weather threat. But it may, if there is a severe weather threat, it may go marginal. It may just be a marginal risk. Well above normal temperatures through the rest of the week. That could be what's popping the storms. Low end risk for strong to severe storms Thursday. I just said that. Strong storms also possible Saturday. As long as it doesn't interfere with me reacting to WrestleMania. But if I have to break in during between matches to do warning coverage, I will. Here's 0 to 12-hour forecast. Tuesday's high temperatures are in the 80s. Well, we need to get our record 90. And then it says the low wind chills are in the 70s. Winds are blowing south southwest in the teens. Wind gusts is in the 20s. Tuesday's precipitation is mainly going to be north of Litchfield, up around those areas along the Ohio River. And then there's no precipitation totals right now. Let's look at the 12 24-hour forecast. Low temperatures will be in the 60s. Monday night wind chills was in the 60s. Tuesday night winds will be south southwest tonight. Wind gusts will be in the teens. Tuesday night precipitation is going to be across Indiana and northwestern Kentucky. Precipitation totals for tonight will be mainly around Lexington. And yeah. Now let's close that out. We're going to go to the home view and look at the hourly forecast. for Litchfield. Temperatures right now is 80 degrees, 78 degrees, and then it drops down to 76, 75, 73, 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 69 at 8 a.m., 72 at 9 a.m., 75 at 10 a.m., 78 at 11 a.m., and it goes beyond that. Feels like temperatures was all in the will be all in the 70s. Precipitation, there's not hardly any precipitation within the next 24 hours. I would say. Let's look at humidity. Humidity's a little bit up there, but it's not too bad. So let's look at the 7-day forecast. Yes, flash flood warning alert, I hear you. So it says it's going to be cloudy, high of 83 degrees, low of 66 degrees. Tomorrow with mild conditions. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, high of 85, low of 67 degrees. Thursday, it shows light rain. 85% chance precipitation. So that means 85% of the viewing area is going to get rain. High of 77 degrees, low of 63 degrees. Rain likely. Now, it does say light rain. So I'm going to take a while. I'm going to go out a limb and just guess if a severe storm or a thunderstorm at all develops for Thursday, it's probably going to be isolated, considering it's a low threat. Friday, cloudy, mild conditions, high of 80 degrees, low 59 degrees. Saturday, light rain, high of 79 degrees, low 55 degrees. Feels like 76 degrees, chance of rain. Sunday, cloudy, high of 53%, 53% precipitation. 56 degrees, high 44 degrees for the low on Sunday. So it's going to start getting a little bit colder. And then Monday, it's going to be partly cloudy, high 64 degrees, low 41 degrees. So that'll do it for today's weather update. I see it's 6:31 p.m. Does anybody have any questions or comments? I'm gonna turn the alerts back on, so that way they're automatically on by next time. I'm gonna turn them back on. Yep. Okay. For those of y'all that's watching this, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitch, The King Tornado Man Show, TikTok, The King Tornado Man Show, and Instagram, The King Tornado Man Show. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. In about 30 minutes, I'm going to be live again to react to NXT on the CW. So, you guys that's watching, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another weather update. Quarter Pounder, thank you for watching from Chicago, Illinois. And everybody else that's watching right now from different locations that hasn't commented yet, I want to thank you guys for watching as well. even if you're from Kentucky, even if you're from here in Kentucky or any other state. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's weather update. See you guys in 30 minutes for the reaction of NXT.